Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. We are back in the Dream Car Garage and we have a special one today. We are going to be tackling the flooring. So if you watched the previous video, you may have found out that the flooring in this place is in a bit of a sorry state. No amount of painting this floor is going to make it look good. And so that's why I have decided to install some floor tiles today. Now the company that I chose to go with is Duramat. Duramat are a company that supply a bunch of different floor tiles for factories, garages, workshops, and for a whole host of different applications. Now then, the floor tiles that I'm deciding to install today are their black vented floor tiles. Now these are plastic, they are very thick, as you can see. They are not very flexible. They are designed to be driven over. These things are not going to crush, are not going to move about, and in theory they should last the lifetime of the garage. Now with them being vented, that of course means that water can get through them, and that is the main reason that I decided to go with these vented floor tiles over a more traditional solid floor tile, because I'm going to have cars coming in and out of here, especially in winter. Maybe after I've washed them, they're going to be wet. All that water is just then going to fall onto the floor. If I have a solid floor tile, I'm going to be slipping all over the place. But in theory, water should just drip through these and then just evaporate slowly over time. Now, some concerns that people have with these type floor tiles is that, well, because they are vented, obviously water can get through. Well, won't dirt and debris fall through them as well? I guess in theory, yes. However, though, the slots on these tiles are really quite small. You may get dust and things like that fall down into them, but you're not going to get bolts, nuts, that sort of thing fall down into them. If you are doing something particularly dusty, then of course you could just vacuum over them and pick up the majority of the dust afterwards. And if you really wanted to, periodically, I guess you could hose out the entire garage, again, because they are vented. So yeah, I think these floor tiles are definitely going to be the best option for me. Now then, if you do want to check out Duramat, maybe you want to get yourself some of these floor tiles, or you want to check out their other style floor tiles, all of the details will be down in that description box below. Feel free to check them out. But now, let's waste no time and get on to installing these. So then, when it comes to laying these floor tiles, the most important row is always going to be the front. You only want full tiles at the front. If you have to make any cuts, which you more than likely will have to make cuts, you want them to be at the sides and you want them to be at the back. You always want full tiles at the front because they are the tiles that you will see the most. So it's worth spending some time making sure you are happy with exactly how the tiles are looking at that front row, because this is basically how they are going to look throughout the entire garage. So as you can see, I have this oak post in the middle here, and I've chose a tile, I guess the middle of the tile, to be in the middle of that post. So it should be equidistant this way and that way. So everything should look nice and uniform throughout the entire garage. Now the good thing about Duramat as well is that they supply these ramps. So if you are intending on using these in a garage, get yourself some of these. It's just going to protect the edge of the tile, and it also finishes off rather nicely as well. But yeah, very happy with how this first row is looking. So let's get these boxes open. Let's get some more tiles down. So then, as you can see, we are getting pretty close to being about halfway there now. Once you have done the edges, so you've done all your cuts, it's then obviously very, very straightforward. You know, you literally just chuck them down and they just snap right into place. When you are laying them, and say if you're going from right to left, that's how you want to lay them, so you have the tabs to snap onto. Just like that. And the next one goes on, and obviously the next row up, that will snap into those tabs. And what you could do is you could do all of your cuts first and then just do all of your full tiles. However though, probably not the best idea unless you know that your building is absolutely perfectly square. Then I would only do say 2 or 3 rows of cuts and then do the full tiles, just because you may find that it's slightly running out of the line where you want it to be. I do plan on having skirting board along here anyway, so I am aiming to leave like a 5 or 10 millimeter gap. But yeah, basically what I'm doing is just laying 3 rows of cuts, and then I'm going to do the full load of tiles. And then this left hand side, I'm leaving all of the cuts on here. I'll just do them all together at the end. Nice and easy for these to go in because they'll literally just drop right into place. When it comes to cutting your floor tiles, I mean, you can use a combination of tools, but it's going to be helpful if you have access to a jigsaw, just to do some intricate cuts where you have to go around doorways and whatever else. It's helpful if you have a circular saw or just a regular hand saw, I guess you could use just for your straight cuts. And then having something like a multi-tool as well is handy for trimming, you know, any finer bits off. Okay, so as you can see, the majority of the floor tiles are now installed. These went down so quickly. They're so quick to just snap in place. And obviously now we have left the cuts along the back wall and then on this side wall here as well. These are only like a very small slither. And luckily my building is very square actually, so all these cuts are the exact same size and all these cuts are the exact same size as well. I'm sure it's just over 33 centimeters I need to cut these, allowing again for like a 5 or 10 mil gap. And then when we have that gap and then we have some skirting installed on top, it should hide that gap nicely. Okay, so this is where we need the multi-tool because we have a tie down bracket for the building. So I'm going to have to take out a section of tile from the bottom and also probably a little groove as well from the edge, because it doesn't quite go in and it wouldn't sit flat right against the wall either. I'll just make sure that fits, which it does. Just need to take out a bit off the bottom just so it sits flush with the rest of the floor. And there we are then. It'll look something a little like that. So it should slide over that bracket now. There we are. Perfect. And now, with all of the cuts finally done along the back edge and along that side, the flooring is officially completed. And how good does this look? It's honestly transformed the entire space. It looks so clean. And with the main garage floor completed, also done the same in the end garage as well. I'm sure a car will live very nicely in here. Again, just look at how good this looks. Well then, there we go, another major stage done in the Dream Car Garage Build series. Like I said, I am absolutely over the moon with how this flooring has came out, and it's honestly been an absolute breeze. It's very DIY friendly, should we say. I've never done anything like this before, but yeah, it's very much foolproof. Now I guess the proof will be in the pudding, just how well this flooring holds up, but I know I'm not going to have any issues with it. It's very, very strong. I have no issues with, you know, chucking all my stuff in here, bringing the cars in here, and really just getting to work on this floor. Now, as I mentioned, if you do want to get yourself some of this flooring, or if you want to check out Duramat, all of their details will be down in that description box below. Make sure you check them out. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Remember to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll see you all very, very soon in that next one.